Hey guys, and welcome to my tutorial on how I made my Days of Future Past Magneto helmet. So the templates for this are actually up on Etsy and my website, pajamaboywonder.com. It's a little bit cheaper on the website, pajamaboywonder.com. If you have any issues or delays, feel free to message me. My response on Instagram isn't the fastest. I will try to respond within 24 hours, but otherwise for any urgent matters, drop me an email at contact@pajamaboywonder.com or pajama.boy.1der@gmail.com. I'll put them in the description below anyway. So yeah, this is the helmet that I made. It varies from picture to picture, how far up these bits go, or the level of damage. You kind of see the effect here that we're going for is kind of like damaged metal, scratched, crumpled up kind of look. And this is a tutorial on how I made it. So first off here, you want to get your templates. These were obviously just a rough design that I did previously before finalising what I wanted to do, and then put up templates that you guys have printed off. And then you cut all those out, sketch them onto the foam as well, because you effectively want to replicate that and put those templates that were on paper onto foam and cut them out of the foam. So here you see me cutting them all out on foam. Then they should look something like this. Then you want to heat up each individual piece of foam and shape it around something round like a ball, so they're not so rigid. And then when you glue them together with the Gorilla Glue contact adhesive, put it on both edges and then tape them together whilst the glue dries. I'm using masking tape. I find that sticks to foam best, and there it kind of is all together while it's all drying, the glue's drying. Then when you take the masking tape off, you're going to have this very, very rough around the edges effect, but that's where you want to get your Dremel and sand it all down so it's smooth. Once you've also got your Dremel out doing this stage, then scratch it up a lot, just damage it all up so it looks something like this. So this is one of the things I love doing. It works great for damaged metal, rock, even leather, just depending on the technique you do. But you scrunch up some tin foil, and then you heat up the foam, do about a hand-sized piece at a time, heat up the foam and then squish the tin foil into it, hold it for about 30 seconds and it'll leave a great imprint. Also, don't forget when you have the Dremel out to Dremel down the extra pieces that you've also printed off that will go around the eye detail and the logo on the top. So here I'm just gluing them down. I'm using the masking tape again, but also putting some pins in to hold them down a little bit deeper on the edges. And there it is, kind of half together, and there with the pins in. Then I'd recommend giving it a base coat. I love the Jacquard paints. They go on foam really well without any primers. Also, once it's all one colour, you'll see if there's any other areas that need further sanding. And then we do our last bit of weathering, which with soldering iron. It's quite hard to film with one hand, but you get the kind of effects that we're going for here. I also realised at this stage that the helmet was a little bit flimsy and floppy, not solid as I'd like it to be. So for this I got the EVA Stick wood glue, which is actually a form of resin as well, and just poured that on the inside. Got a paintbrush and just brushed that in up to the ear roughly, as you can kind of see here, just to make that kind of area much more solid and staying in shape. Now that we've got a base coat of red on, I'm going to give it a really light coat of PVA glue. I know a lot of people use PVA glue and Mod Podge as a primer, but with my experience that can peel off very easily and just leave the naked foam. But with the Jacquard Textiles paint, I give them one coat, then let that dry and give it a really light coat of the PVA glue. I think it has a great effect. Give it one more coat of the red, and then this is a really fun part where we do the last bit of weathering. So get some black paint. I'm using the Jacquard Textiles paint here. Get a little mixing pot with a little bit of water in and a spare piece of fabric. I'm using an old sock here. You mix a little bit of water with the paint in the mixing pot, so you water down the black a little bit. And then you see here you brush it in and it gets into all of those really deep crevices. Then you want to act as if it was an accident that you did that paint, and you want to try and rub it off effectively. It takes the paint off the top coat but keeps it in the deep crevices to give it a really nice weathered effect. And if you do that all over, you will end up with something like this. So this is my final product here, and yeah, I'm really happy with it. I've only made the helmet for this. I'm not intending to make the whole suit, not at this current time. I've got too many other projects that I'm too keen to work on ahead of doing something like this. I would love to have a whole Magneto family together someday. My girlfriend, Cosplay English, is a massive Wonder and Scarlet Witch fan. And if you're interested in cosplaying Wonder, especially from the WandaVision TV series, you should totally check out Pro Cosplay, who not only have what looks like a really high quality WandaVision finale suit, but a load of other X-Men characters on their website. You can get 5% off if you use the code PAJAMA5 at the checkout. Also check out Liking Cosplay, who look like they have a great quality WandaVision finale looking suit. I've also found some pretty cool costumes such as an X-23 cosplay and a Jean Grey Phoenix subdye on Milano. Milano, I don't know. But check those out. Link in the description those below. This is the first of many foam templates, but if you want to check out more of what's available, the resources that I use for this will be linked in the description below as well as on my website. Make sure you check out the discount codes on my website to get money off high quality costume, cosplay and prop makers to help you complete your cosplay goals. Thanks for watching this video. I hope that the tutorial has been easy enough to follow and you're really happy with the files. Let me know in the comments below if there's any other characters, cosplays, props, armour that I've done on my page that you'd like a tutorial for, or any others in general that you'd like. Check out my other videos for cosplay reviews, cosplay making tutorials, and fitness tips to help you get as close as possible to the unrealistic goal that comic books depict and actors who play those characters on the big screen achieve.